And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again tonight here in Behind the Arc Basketball, covering play-by-play. Well, hopefully should be a good one here tonight, going down on the national stage. The Golden State Warriors currently trying to get back to 500, 15-16 overall record, going up against the New York Knicks at 17-13. Golden State's won the past 8 meetings since 2014 at Madison Square Garden, but the Knicks looking to change that today as they've had an incredible season, winners of their past 7 straight games. Glad to have you guys back at the channel once again. Mario, Wick, Mini Hoop, thanks so much for joining in. That's awesome. So you've been hooping lately. Glad to have you back on the channel here, man. Hope all is going well out there. Golden State really struggling in the road. They're currently right now last in the NBA with a 3-14 road record this season. They sit at number 11 in the Western Conference. They are coming off a road victory though against Toronto on Sunday. 126-110 the final score, and Toronto currently on a 6-game losing streak themselves right now. The Knicks surging. They are peaking right now up to number 6 in the Eastern Conference, 7-7 home record at MSG, and they're coming off 7 straight wins in a row. That's their longest winning streak for the Knicks since 2014 when they won 8 straight, and a chance to put it to 8 straight tonight as they have been red hot through their defense the past couple weeks. They've been number 1 defense right now in defensive efficiency for the past week plus for the Knicks. Alex, thanks so much for joining in, man. Glad to have you back in the stream. So yeah, this is a matchup here. 2 teams in the opposite directions. Hopefully we're going to have a good game. That's what I'm hoping for here. Close, competitive going on tonight. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to tip off, I believe, in around 5 minutes from now, most likely, for a tip-off. Usually a quicker tip-off when they put this game on a Tuesday night, but no Steph Curry. He is out for at least the next 2 weeks, approximately, looking more like the next month for Steph Curry. That's due to a left shoulder injury he suffered last week against Indiana. Golden State's defense has been a major problem this season, specifically on the road, as the last 7 games, as the majority of those games they played in the last 7, they've been on a long road trip out in the Midwest and East Coast, but last 7 games for Golden State, allowing opponents to average 117.7 points per game. The Knicks, winners their past 7 straight games, longest win streak since 2014 for New York, and their defense has been the opposite, holding strong, number 1 for the past week and a half in defensive efficiency, allowing opponents to 98.3 points scored per game. I got to cover the game. They went into overtime last week against Chicago. That was the only outlier where the Knicks won 128-120. Other than that, all the other games were around that 100-point mark, or they had a couple that they held opponents into the 80s on this win streak for the Knicks. So they've been really going off for their trio, looking solid as of late. Jalen Brunson coming off a 30-point game against Indiana, 3-point victory on Sunday, 109-106 for New York. Brunson's averaging, last 3 games, he's averaging 27 points per game. He's averaging currently just over 19 points per game in the month of December. Julius Randle coming off a 25-14 game against the Pacers, 3 straight double-doubles by Randle, averaging 26 and 10 in the month of December. And then RJ Barrett, 24 points, efficient from 2. He was 10 for 19 from the floor, and he's averaging over 21 points per game in December. So they got a trio going on right now that's really showing up. Jalen Brunson took him some time coming over from Dallas to New York to get used to the system, but here we are making the jump. October, November, now into December, and he's starting to make the jump here for Jalen Brunson up to around 20 points per game he's averaging. That's up from 16 a year ago. What's good, Mario? Welcome back in. Yeah, it was actually pretty chilly today, but man, if you guys are out, yeah, I heard where you are, it's just supposed to be like a cold Arctic winter blast out there. Make sure to stay safe if you guys are out there within the next 24, 48 hours. We're supposed to get that same storm system up here, and it's supposed to be rain on Friday, all day Friday. I heard 3-4 inches of rain that we're supposed to get, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. New York will go in the dark blue uniforms tonight. Orange numbers, orange letters for this matchup. Golden State, white uniforms, blue numbers, blue letters. with the logo out in front. Jordan Poole coming off a career-high 43 points in a victory over Toronto on Sunday, 126-110 the final score. That snapped a 3-game losing streak for Golden State and improves them to 3-14 on the road, but that's still the worst road record in the NBA considering what the Magic have done lately. Orlando went from being a 5-win team last week to winning 6 straight games in a row for the Magic as they've dug themselves out of the bottom of the Eastern Conference. Do I like hot weather? Yeah, I do like hot weather more because it's like a nicer season. Over here, it will get cold and the sun sets around like 4:15 at this time. So, yeah, not too much daylight during this time. Starters tonight look like this for the Golden State Warriors. Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Moses Moody, Draymond Green, Kevon Looney. Golden State has 6 players listed out tonight in this game. These are the players listed out: Steph Curry, Dante DiVincenzo, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, JaMychal Green, who's coming off a 15-point game in 17 minutes from the bench against Toronto on Sunday, and also Andre Iguodala still out. So no Curry once again tonight due to that left shoulder injury. Probably will not return for another month or so, most likely. Starters look like this for the Knicks tonight: Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson as we are underway in New York. Controls the opening tip-off. Brunson bounce pass to Grimes, puts the ball back into the hands of Brunson, attacks, floats up the shot, over the rim, airballed it, and the rebound goes to Looney. First possession now of the night for Golden State. Jordan Poole coming off that 43-point career high against Toronto in a victory on Sunday. Takes it up the floor. Poole defended by Grimes in the outside. Pick set by Looney. Swings it over to Looney, top of the free throw circle, outside of Draymond Green. They're going to need a big game both from Poole and Klay today. Poole rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Missed off the back rim. And defensive rebound gets pulled down by Randle. Randle having a tremendous month of December. He takes the 3, missed off the back rim, tipped up far side. Offensive rebound controlled by Barrett. This is a great second chance type of team for the Knicks this season. Barrett, jumper, mid-range, off the front rim, tipped up. Randle gets another offensive rebound. Dribbles to the corner, shoots the 3, missed off the back rim, and the rebound pulled down by Poole. So Julius Randle averaging a double-double this month of 27 and 10. Been on fire in the month of December. Klay moves it out to the wing. Poole takes the 3. Missed off the back rim. Nobody can hit a shot as we're already 1 minute past. Klay Thompson offensive rebound. Klay from the top of the key. He shoots the 3, rattles in and out, and it goes right back to New York with a rebound. Quentin Grimes up the floor. Big goose egg on the board for both of these teams. 1.5 minutes through. Randle dribbles, drives, inside, pivot, puts it up, no good. Blocked by Looney, though. There was contact and a foul. So this will send Julius Randle to the free throw line shooting 2. Not a clean block by Looney. The clock will stop with 10:23 in the first. Glad to have you guys on board tonight, being a part in the stream. Let us know out in the chat who you got in this one. Warriors or Knicks tonight. Golden State, winners of their past 8 straight games against New York on the road at Madison Square, dating back to 2014. The first free throw is good by Randle. Wow, interesting graphic here. Warriors and Knicks are the only 2 teams in the NBA that have 3 players averaging 19 points or greater. Both of the free throws go by Randle, Brunson, and Barrett. The top 3 scorers averaging all at least 19 points per game this season for the Knicks. And then Curry, Wiggins. I believe it would be Jordan Poole after his 43-point game. Because Klay's really struggling this season. 3 at the corner by Golden State. They stepped out of bounds. Klay Thompson commits the turnover. Yeah, Jordan Poole got up to 19 points per game with his career high. So he is up to 19 points per game. Wiggins, before the injury, averaged 19.1. Curry averaging 30 right now. Randle, shake and bake at the free throw circle, moves it outside to the wing. Barrett shoots the 3. He drills it. That's good as it rattles in. RJ Barrett with a big-time shot there from the outside. 9:40 left to go in the first. Pull at the baseline, moves it out to the perimeter. Moses Moody, in his second season from Arkansas, got the start today off the pull at the wing. Pull defended by Robinson. Takes the three ball. No good. Skipped around the rim and out, and that rim's been tough for Golden State so far. Yeah, and my honest opinion, I think the Celtics are on redemption course for this season, that they can do it. Quentin Grimes takes the three and knocks it down. Based lately on how they've been playing, not so much. I get a bold take here, though. I think the Magic could sneak in and be the number 8 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. What a dime right there. Draymond Green right to the cutter. Klay Thompson, he gets the first basket of the night. So Golden State finally on the board. 3 minutes through action so far. Both of these teams struggling to shoot. 2 for 6 by New York, 1 for 5 by Golden State. Couple offensive rebounds by both of these teams. Randall with a step back 3 missed off the rim, and a rebound pulled down by Moody. Golden State needs Poole and Klay to have a big game today. Klay bounced past Looney. They work their way into out. Nice pass to the corner. 3 on its way. It's good. Moses Moody drills the 3 ball. Great extra passing there by Golden State to draw a win in 3 now. 8:15 in the first. Handoff Barrett on the outside. Gives it over to Randall. Back over to Barrett. Dribbles up mid-block. Barrett swings it out to the perimeter. Randall settles for a 3. Top of the key. Nothing but net delivers. Julius Randle having a big season as of late. So we're under 8 minutes left to go here. First quarter. Handoff Jordan Poole. Poole attacks. Nice Euro step down the lane. Goes backdoor. He scores. That's good with going backdoor right to the rim there by Jordan Poole. Nice move getting right to the rim. Randle on the outside. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming off a great game and a victory over Indiana on Sunday. Floats up a high arcing shot, not even close that time as he tried to draw the foul, couldn't get it. Klay drives, attacks, floats up the shot, off the mark, no good. Tip in, helps that one through though. That's Draymond Green for 2. Clutch, what's good? Glad to have you back in the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Good game so far. They were struggling early for Golden State, but the Knicks now starting to get cold as of late. Brunson missed a step back 3. Rebound control by Golden State now with about 7 minutes left to go in the first. Klay, got away with a push-off, and the referees saw it. Late whistle. It's going to be an offensive foul. Klay Thompson, turnover, pushing off on Jalen Brunson. At the corner perimeter, will go right back over to the Knicks. 20 plus right now in the early going. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Barrett open 3 straight away. Missed off the rim. Offensive rebound. Robinson lost it. Great hustle play by Moses Moody out there at the top of the free throw circle. He's going to force the tie-up. Off the miscontrol rebound by Mitchell Robinson. And we're going to take the first timeout of the night. 6:51 left to go. We head to the media break right now. 11-9. Knicks lead by 2. Yeah, things going pretty well. Channel's growing massively, especially when playoff time comes. So many people that come pouring on this channel. So after this, my next stream, I'll be back on Christmas Day. Celtics Bucks, that's a definite tomorrow. Tomorrow around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, I'm gonna have a poll up in the chat. There's gonna be a poll up in the community tab tomorrow that's going to be released, and that'll allow you guys to vote on what other stream you guys would be interested in me most covering on Christmas Day. So I plan on covering Bucks Celtics, that's a definite, and then I'll have you guys vote on Knicks Sixers, Lakers Mavs, or Warriors Grizzlies. So those are the other 3 games. There's a extremely late one, I think at like 10:30 or so. That's the only one that I won't do because that's super late. It doesn't get done till like 1 a.m. my time. But all the other ones are fair game up to be voted for. Quick update here on the top scores so far tonight is we're going to get that updated for you guys in just a moment. 5 points by Julius Randle leading the way. 3-point shot made each by Quentin Grimes and RJ Barrett. in the early going. It's been a brick fest so far tonight. Both of these teams shooting the ball at a low clip right now. 4 for 9 by Golden State. Starting to get going after an extremely slow start. The Knicks led 8-2 in the early going. And then the Knicks right now just 27% from the floor. They got 3 offensive rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds so far by Golden State. Couple other games going on at the moment. Jazz leading the Pistons 38-26. About to tip off between Chicago and Miami, as they just got going right now, actually, and we'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, last year Warriors got red hot late of the season too. So I think they had struggled like mid-season. They got out to a really good start. It was them and Phoenix that got out by far. I remember last year Dallas really rose like late in the year as well. So we come back to action. Ball gets tipped. Jordan Poole saves it, sends it all the way to the backcourt. Flying nose, it goes out of bounds, so it will stay Knicks basketball, as Poole was the last one to touch it, trying to save it down the near side. So now the Knicks get the inbound. 6:40 left to go in the first. Randall, Robinson, Brunson, Barrett, and Grimes. They still have their starting 5 on the floor. Away from the basketball, whistle a foul. Picked up first one of the game by Jordan Poole. So they're going to need stellar, incredible Jordan Poole tonight. Right now, they're not getting that. Just 1 for 4 shooting from the floor, coming off a career-high 43 on Sunday against the Knicks. As Randall elbows Poole right at the bottom part of the chin. That's an offensive foul by Julius Randle. Jordan Poole takes the shot there. It will go right back to the Warriors. Yeah, that's a hard elbow. Actually, his upper, it was more towards the mid-face level, shown in the replay at slow motion. Golden State gets the inbound. Poole, bounce pass, and missed the mark out of bounds. Looking for Looney to cut there to the hoop, but Looney couldn't go back door. Jordan Poole missed the mark. That's been a problem this season for Golden State. They're at the back half of the NBA in turnovers per game this season. Robinson inside the key will draw the foul as Looney and Green were both inside the paint, and that will be charged to Draymond Green, his first. What's good, Vegas? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back in. Nothing much. Just spending time with my family. That's basically it for Christmas. At my age, I don't usually get like gifts or anything specific. First shot missed off the back rim by Robinson. He'll shoot a second one coming up. Second one's good. Yeah, they were doing well early. I see that it's tied right now at 36. About 3 minutes left to go. So hopefully PC able to take that one tonight. I see UConn struggling right now with Georgetown. Georgetown's got a 2-point lead. Jordan Poole at the line shooting 2. First one is good. It's 12-10. Second shot by Pohl right down the middle. So we got a 1-point game right now as Pohl is falling on a 3-point shot. He's going to have a third free throw coming up with 5:39 left to go in the first. And his third goes down. So all three go down. We're tied up at 12. Knicks take it past the midcourt logo with Brunson. Brunson gives it down the outside. Randall takes the three. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound pulled down by Robinson. Baseline dribble Barrett. Defended by Moody. Great defense clamping down by Moses Moody as Barrett backs his way inside the key. Floats up the shot. He got it for two. (14-12) now with 5.5 in the first. Pohl swings it over to Green in the outside, moves it out to the corner. Pohl crossover, gives it over to Moody, takes the three. Moody missed off the rim with Randall coming down with a rebound. Randall takes up the floor now, approaching the 5-minute mark left to go in the first. Off to Grimes in the outside. Quentin Grimes dials up the three, drills it down from the perimeter. Quentin Grimes with a couple big clutch threes last week in the first game against Chicago. They played a back-to-back against Chicago Wednesday and Friday as that three drops through. Jordan Poole, laser beam straight away. Three's picking up right now. 4:53 left to go in the first. So we're going to have a clock stoppage right now. Oh, yeah, we have an official that's gimpy out on the floor, and one of the officials is limping right now on the floor, so they had to stop the clock. It looks like the official is going to have to go to get checked up underneath the tunnel for medical reasons. Ooh, one of the officials just rolled his ankle. So one of the Golden State players stepped back. Oh, that's that Jordan Poole? Yeah, Jordan Poole right next to the official, and the official got tangled up with Jordan Poole and rolled his ankle. Oof. So now they have to have one of the officials fill in right now. We have 4:53 left to go. This ought to be interesting. First quarter. Knicks will take it up the floor with Brunson. Brunson at the right wing, moves on top Randall, towards his left, hand off to Grimes. Grimes at the free throw circle, back outside Brunson. Defended by Klay Thompson at the top of the free throw circle. Brunson, spin move, fall away, deep two. He drills it. That's good off the spin move by Jalen Brunson for the 14-footer. 4-point lead for New York. Golden State on the outside. Klay takes the three. Missed off the front rim. He's struggled today so far. Brunson looking to push it. 3-on-2. Here he goes. Euro step right down the lane. Missed off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down by Thompson. Now they look to push it. 3-on-2. Golden State bounce pass ahead of the pack. Pull. Lays it up and in with the right hand out in transition. 2-point game. All over again. Three quickly up the floor. No good. Missed by Grimes. That's a tough shot right there. Just nobody was back for his teammates as Klay will take one. Nobody back as well for Golden State. Last two possessions, just the player dribbling up the floor was the only one that touched the basketball. Brunson's going to slow it down this time. Brunson, thinking about a step back mid-block, swings it out to the wing. Grimes, shovels, down the baseline. Randall with a layup. 21-17, timeout taken on the floor right now. As Randall gets the layup. Nice dime by Quentin Grimes off the no-look pass inside the key as Randall was triple-teamed and scored. So once again, second time out of the game. Vaughn, what's good? Welcome back in. Jamie, Bill, glad to have you guys back in the stream. Yeah, I saw that Providence Marquette playing a close game right now. UConn's playing a close game with Georgetown. Georgetown's actually leading. There's been so many shockers this year in college basketball. Ole Miss lost today. Mississippi State lost today. A lot of teams getting upset in the SEC. Alabama's playing a really close game right now against Jackson State. It's crazy. Wake Forest is handling Duke pretty severe right now. I usually don't stream football that much because my main focus is the basketball stuff that goes on. I've done football before, but the it's just so many people cover football, so all the streams with like view counts get like broken up or so, and there's barely like anybody that tunes in. Jordan Poole already with 10 points. He's going to have an incredible game tonight to post up big numbers of 30 plus in order to take Golden State to victory. He's going to need a great Klay Thompson too. Klay Thompson yet to really show up tonight. Just 2 points, 1 for 5 from the floor by Klay Thompson. He's just been super inconsistent. 0 for 3 from three-point range. So one player cannot do it tonight for Golden State. They're lucky they're in this game right now. The Knicks shooting the ball pretty poorly from the floor, just 39%, 7 for 18 from the floor right now. Games going on through the NBA. We got a couple of them at the moment. 45-43 Pistons up over the Jazz. Chicago leading the Heat 12-9. Miss Pinkle, thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate it here for being a part of the stream. I've done baseball once in a while. It's not my favorite one to call though because it's like slower paced, but also a lot of the games are tough because it's during basketball season. For the majority. Like baseball starts up when the basketball season goes right into the playoffs. I got quite a big surprise for you guys on Christmas Day. Past couple of days, been working on a new scoreboard for the channel, so we're gonna have a little bit of difference for the streaming background for you guys, starting up on Christmas Day. So after tonight's game, retiring the scoreboard up on the main slide, and we're gonna have a new scoreboard premiering Christmas Day for you guys on Sunday. I plan on doing 2 games on Christmas Day. Definitely one of them is going to be Celtics against Bucks. Tomorrow, out in the community tab, there's going to be a post allowing you guys to vote on which game you guys would like for me to cover. It's going to be either Sixers versus Knicks, Lakers versus Mavs, or Warriors versus Grizzlies. That'll be up there tomorrow for you guys to vote on out in the community tab. So this scoreboard right here, it's going to look a whole lot different starting Christmas Day on the channel. So we'll have some new scoreboard hype coming in on Sunday. Missed the pass down low by Golden State. That's a turnover. We get back to action. 3:20 left to go. Out to the wing. 3 on its way. Emmanuel quickly drills it. First 3 bench points in the night for the Knicks. Emmanuel quickly now out on the floor for the first time today. Ty Jerome, same with him for Golden State on the court alongside Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, James Wiseman, and Klay Thompson still on there. So Poole and Klay still on the court together right now. Klay receives the pass, just 1 for 5 from the floor with 2 points so far. Klay, jumper, 18-footer straight away. He's got 4 points now. Takes the 2, makes it. 5 on the floor looks like this for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, Mitchell Robinson, and Julius Randle. So Quickly is the only player out there on the floor that did not start today. Randle towards his right, hands it off to Quickly. Quickly at the free throw circle, floats up the runner, missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound, pulled down by Randle. Strong rebound working on Wiseman. Randle powers his way inside. Get that out of there. James Wiseman with a huge rejection, denying Julius Randle. Here goes Golden State pushing tempo. Poole floats it up, scores for the mid-range. 2 more. 24-21 now. Hey, there you go. Happy birthday tomorrow for Mario. 2 minutes left to go on the first 3-point game. Brunson at the wing. Open. Shoots the 3. He drills it. Jalen Brunson from downtown. 3 starting to pick up now in this one. Three skipped around the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Randle. Looking to push it up the floor. Intercepted by Poole. Out on the break. Pass ahead. Kuminga behind the defense. Punches it through. Oh, man. That's a big-time bucket. Off the steal there. Asia, thanks so much for joining in once again. Runner down the lane. That's a bucket right back for the Knicks. They lead by 6. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence having a big game. Him and Zay Jones there. Zay Jones out of nowhere. He's just been rising as of late. Picked him up off the waiver wire a couple weeks ago, and somehow in a bunch of leagues, he's still available for many people on the waiver wires. Ty Jerome gets his first basket in the night. Lays it up and in, gets behind the defense. 4-point game, Ty Jerome from Virginia, played in the national championship team back in 2019. Nice bounce pass. Brunson down low. Mitchell Robinson inside the paint, throws it down. Two-handed throwdown. Final minute left to go in the first. Pull. Fastball into the hands of Jerome, slows it down. Off the pull at the left wing. Pick set by Wiseman. He rolls down. Pull. Floats up the runner. Missed off the rim with Randall coming up with a defensive rebound. Joyce Randall's played the full 12 minutes so far in the first quarter. Same as Quentin Grimes as he attacks baseline. Gets stripped and fouled. The clock will stop with 32 seconds. So Clay and Poole have played the full first quarter so far. Same as Randall, Robinson, and Brunson and Grimes. 4 Knicks starters have played the full first quarter as we got 32 seconds left to go. Yeah, Patriots just... That was a national embarrassment. They invent ways to lose. I think it was like the 4-year anniversary, or pretty close to the anniversary, of Gronk didn't have the angle. It's just embarrassing. A national embarrassment. Worst play ever. I can't believe they didn't release Jacoby Myers right after that. Just terrible. So many changes just need to be made in the offseason. Starts with Matt Patricia. Like, after the Patriots missed the playoffs, which there's no way they'll get there, honestly, in my opinion. There's no way they can get there. Look at the Chargers' schedule to close out the year. The Chargers get a cupcake schedule to close out the season. Ty Jerome moves it out to the wing. Step back three in the air, around the rim and out. Missed by Wiseman as he took a three. It's 33-25. Yeah. Yeah, Ramondre had a tremendous game. I was shocked that he pitched that. I thought he could get past a couple defenders. He might have been able to break loose of a couple of those tackles. I couldn't believe that he pitched that. That's how we close out the end of the first. 33-25 at the end of one here is the Knicks lead over the Warriors. We'll be back in a few coming up. What's good, Joe, Siegel? Glad to have you guys back on. Thanks so much all for joining in. Maliko, welcome back in. Yep, that was a throwback. That's when I first started the channel. Before I discovered what OBS was, that was able to get me like the custom scoreboards and stuff like that. That was when I had like my first I think 200, 300 subscribers when before we integrated a scoreboard on it. So yeah, starting up Christmas Day, I actually was able to do a new scoreboard. So starting up on Christmas Day, we're gonna have a new scoreboard out here on the channel for my next stream, which will be on Christmas Day. I plan on covering the Bucks against the Celtics. That'll be one of the streams, and then tomorrow I'll post in the community tab around 5:30 p.m. I think I have it scheduled for that. You guys are able to vote on which one you'd be interested in the most. The Knicks versus the Sixers, the Lakers against the Mavs, the Warriors against the Grizzlies. Siegel, thanks so much for joining in, man. Hope all is going well there. Yeah, new scoreboard coming up. Should be pretty good. I was playing around with the channel designs back on this past weekend. Had some time on my hands, so I was trying to design some new stuff for the channel. Oh yeah, also my Twitter. So right now we closed out the end of the first. Also my Twitter, I changed the Twitter for the username for the Twitter there. So my old account used to be the Sports Dish 14. That's when I used to do some stuff with Sportscaster 2-3 years ago, back in the past or so. That's when I had the football channel going on too and stuff like that. I actually changed my Twitter, so it's all basketball right now. It's at Behind the Arc 14, so that's a new username that I changed it. So it's on the same site that I had everything going on. I just changed the Twitter handle name for it. Yeah, we're supposed to get like 3 inches of rain and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts on Friday. Jeez, sorry to hear that, Siegel. That's terrible, man. Man, hopefully a speedy recovery for you. That's terrible. Man. Wow, hopefully things get better for you. Yeah, I'm shocked we don't get any snow. We're supposed to get like 60 degrees on Friday. Like a lot of the rest of the US is supposed to get snow. I saw Texas, like out in Dallas, they're supposed to get like 18 degrees or something like that. Like a big cold weather map is supposed to be forming, and then over here, like up in New England, it's like 60 degrees and 3 to 4 inches of downpouring rain, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts on Friday. So we start off quarter number 2 right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in on the channel here. Let us know out in the chat who do you guys got, Warriors or Knicks in this one. So we start off the second quarter. Kuminga passes off to Jerome, attacks the paint, swings it out to the wing. Draymond Green, extra pass, corner 3. Anthony Lamb, he has been tremendous this season, coming off the bench for Golden State. Drills the 3 to open things up in the second quarter. No Steph Curry tonight, no Wiggins. A lot of players missing, 6 to be exact for Golden State. Lob, backdoor, Jericho Sims behind the defense, throws it down with a two-handed flush. Emmanuel quickly gets the assist for New York. Kuminga at the mid-block, swings it outside of Green. Handoff to Jerome. Jerome dribbles up to the free throw circle, inside the paint, floats up the shot, rattles in. Ty Jerome gets another bucket. Good to see for him. Not really known as like a main scorer for Ty Jerome, but more as like a facilitator. Off the bench, he's got 4 points so far. Perfect 2 for 2 in 5 minutes. 3 at the wing, missed off the back rim, and it sails all the way to the bottom part of the shot clock. That's out of bounds by the Knicks. Yeah, it took me a while to like be able to design a scoreboard, but if you have OBS Vaughn, there's ways that you can do text documents with numbers in there. So I create the numbers by a text document, like all the letters, the rankings, the standings there, and then the quarter numbers, like everything that I have, like letters and numbers, are through text documents. And then I have the box that I created via Paint on the scoreboard. As that 3 goes down straight away, jumper by Sims right back. That's a deep 2, and he connects with it for the Knicks. Paul, what's good? Welcome to Streamer, man. Yeah, 3-14 for Golden State. So right now they're the worst road team in the NBA. Kick out to the corner. Ty Jerome takes the 3. They're coming off a road victory, though, against Toronto. Toronto's lost 6 straight games, though. They've just fallen apart as of late. Quickly. Pass to the corner, deflected into the hands of Miles McBride. McBride moves it outside, over to Quickly. Deep ball, shoots the 3. He drills it. That's good by Emmanuel Quickly. Got a good amount of 3s after a slow start tonight in this one. Yep, OBS is free to do. So it's the program that I use is called OBS to stream. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype on the stream for Siegel. You the legend, brother. Let's go. You the man. Down the lane, bucket good by Jonathan Kuminga with a left-hand layup. 5-point game, quick up the floor. Missed by Barrett. Put back, right place, right time by Jericho Sims, though, as he throws it down. Two-handed put back jam. Game's starting to really pick up right now. Draymond Green top of the key, approaching 9 minutes left to go. Anthony Lamb dribbles baseline. And a whistle on the fall picked up on the reach-in charge to R.J. Barrett. Jordan Poole so far top scorer. He's got 12 points. Other than that, 6 points by Anthony Lamb, and that's in the span of 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Moody moves it outside to Green. Green with a 3 at the wing, missed off the mark, rebounded by Barrett. As we are under 9 minutes left to go in the second, Barrett, Euro step, gets past the defender, slips right to the cup, scores with a left-handed layup. Really good game so far. Knicks out in command, but Golden State trying to mount a comeback as they have been within reach. Moody Moves it on top, Green. Fastball pass over to Kuminga. Drive, kick, corner three. Moses Moody drills it. Wow, that's good to see right there. Moses Moody, not the most efficient shooter, but able to knock down the three at the corner. Knicks by 6 with the basketball. Oh, that's nasty. Step back jumper quickly. He's going to get called on the turnover, though. That was not legal. So too many steps by Emmanuel quickly. Yeah, that was like a 8-foot difference from where he took the step back to where he stopped his dribble and then stepped back. So turnover by New York. It will go back to Golden State. Yeah, I heard about that. Prayers out to Northern California out there with that 6.4 magnitude earthquake. Golden State up the floor. Ty Jerome just took the three and drilled it. As we have a 4-point game right now before they have upgraded. I think it was a 2 to a 3 for New York. So it's a 4-point lead for the Knicks, 45-41, with 7:54 left to go in the second. Yeah, glad to see you guys out there safe right now, because crazy weather is supposed to be going on throughout the country. So keep on staying safe, everybody, and give you guys best wishes out there, because what I saw negative temperatures throughout most of this country for today, tomorrow, the day after. Where I am, it's supposed to be like 3 to 4 inches of rain with 60-mile-per-hour winds, so it's just crazy what's going on right now. 45-41 the score, 7:54 left to go before halftime. After a slow start from three-point range, both of these teams really picking it up right now. Knicks shooting 8 for 17 from the perimeter. That's 47%. This is a New York team. I didn't check what they were in three-point shooting before I went live today, but last week when I covered a game against Chicago, they were dead last in three-point shooting percentage. Right now, Golden State 37.5% from three. They're 6 for 16 from the outside. They got to get Klay Thompson going, though. Jordan Poole's had a great start. He's got 12 points, but Klay with just 4. And if they want to win this game, Klay's going to be much better than that. Right now, Thompson 0 for 3 from 3, 2 for 6 from the floor in 11 minutes. But their threes just haven't been able to drop so far. Anthony Lamb's got over 30% of the threes made in this game for Golden State right now. Perfect 2 for 2 in 5 minutes with 6 points. Not all 5 games this coming Sunday on Christmas. I plan on covering two of those games on Christmas. One of them will be Celtics against Bucks. And then the other one, I'm going to have a poll up tomorrow for you guys to vote on in the community tab. It'll be either Knicks versus Sixers, Lakers versus Mavs, or Warriors versus Grizzlies for whatever game gets most out of the poll out of those 3. And then the definite will be Celtics Bucks. Quick update right now throughout the NBA. Jazz lead the Pistons at halftime. Great game there, 61-60. Chicago leading the Heat. Early second quarter, 31-25. Miami struggling this season. Right now, they're one game above 500 at 16-15. Even Chicago's having a tough season. Right now, 11-18, just 4-11 on the road for the Bulls. Hey, I'll see you later there, Siegel. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Wow, Jaden Ivey doing well right now. 18 in the first half. Appreciate it with the update there, Jamie. Yeah, good to see. Good to see Pistons right now hanging right with the Jazz at halftime. We got back to action. 7:45 left to go. before half. R.J. Barrett floats up the runner, missed off the back rim. Jericho Sims able to save it, though, at the baseline. Off to a deep three, straight away. Emmanuel Quickly. Oh, he got it. Emmanuel Quickly making the most out of this game so far, making a big impact off the bench. We take a look at his numbers so far. Quickly, 9 points, 3 for 3 from the perimeter in 9 minutes. Ty Jerome at the free throw circle, shovels it outside the green. Back over to Jerome, defended by Quickly. Jerome with 3 in the shot clock. Jerome rises for the jumper. Deep 2, splash. Ty Jerome knocks it down. Unfortunately, the Tortoise is not here right now. But maybe he'll make an appearance later in the week. As we have a turnover up the floor, charged to the Knicks, and then we'll go back to Golden State. So Mini Hoops got Golden State winning this one at 102-97. Yeah, both of the defenses really going to have to show up remaining part of this game for that to happen right now. Golden State's defense has really struggled, especially on the road. Emmanuel Quickly will now check out of the game with 6:52 left to go. Mitchell Robinson comes back in. So Isaiah Hardenstein will head back out. So Suns Nuggets, I don't plan on covering because that game goes till like 1 a.m. my time. Yeah, I never covered a late game because by the time it ends, I get up at like 6 in the morning the next day, so because I had to work early on. Brunson, spin move into the key, follow-away jumper, deep 2, nothing but net. Jalen Brunson drills it. Jalen Brunson really working his way up here in the Knicks. They've had a big 3 coming alive as of late on a 7-game winning streak between Randall, Brunson, and Barrett. There's a turnover. Brunson comes out with a steal. Barrett, Euro step, dumps it out to the wing to Brunson. Jab step, takes the 3 ball. Oh, he drills it. Jalen Brunson from downtown knocks down the 3 out in transition. And a timeout taken by Golden State. Largest lead of the night here for the Knicks, up by 10 for the first double-digit lead. Great awareness by Barrett out in transition to put it back to Brunson. Gave his defender a jab step. Saw that there was a lot of space in the perimeter. One-on-one. Got the matchup and drilled it. Ron, what's good? Welcome back in. Christian, glad to have you in the stream, man. New York with a 3 is starting to drop. Emmanuel Quickly made one a couple possessions prior to the Brunson 3. Jalen Brunson right now the top scorer for New York with 12, and then 9 points by Quickly coming from the bench, 8 by Quinn and Grimes, 7 each by Randall and Barrett. So everybody delivering right now for the Knicks. Whereas for Golden State, they really got to get other players going. 12 by Poole, 9 from the bench by Jerome. That's their second best score right now for Golden State. That is stunning. For Ty Jerome to be the number 2 scorer in the team, that means they got to have other players step up. And that directly means right at Klay Thompson tonight, 4 points. He had 34 a couple weeks ago when they beat the Celtics at home. And Klay's just been all over the place today. Or throughout the course of the season, Klay really struggling. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Bill. Yeah, close one, Providence, Marquette right now. It's still got a lot left going on. 16 minutes left to go. 51-47. UConn starting to pull away here against Georgetown. 68-63. UConn is just one of 3 teams undefeated. Mississippi State lost today against Drake. So that means Mississippi State's no longer undefeated. Alabama leading by only 5 against Jackson State. 39-34. Indiana crushing Elon 53-36. Baylor leading early against Northwestern State tonight, 10-8, and Wake Forest looking to close out Duke Wake Forest 66-57 over Duke right now. Those are some shocking scores that we got. Wow, Virginia takes on Miami. That should be a great game tonight. That will tip off in about 13 minutes from now. Miami's only got one loss this year for college hoops. And that was the game I saw when they played against Maryland. That's their only loss. Other than that, stunners throughout the course of the day. SEC teams really fell down hard today. Texas A&M lost. Let's see these scores I can get up right now. Ole Miss lost. Ole Miss lost by 66-65 against Northern Alabama. What's good? Welcome from Moscow. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Glad to have you find my stream. Right now, we're just in the timeouts. Yeah, Texas A&M lost against Wofford 67-62. And then Mississippi State lost to Drake 58-55. So that's 3 SEC teams that fell today. One of them previously undefeated. And Alabama having a hard time putting away Jackson State, only leading by 5 with around 15 and a half minutes left. So it's just been crazy. All the upsets that's happened this season in college hoops going to make a just unreal March Madness tournament with a ton of upsets happening. We come back from the timeout. 3-point shot is well short by Klay Thompson, and this man needs to find his groove or things could get ugly in this game right now, trailing by 10. That was a complete air ball. Wasn't even close. Didn't even come close to the bottom part of the netting. 5.5 left to go in the second. Brunson on the outside, defended by Lamb. Brunson, deep 2, right elbow, knocks it through. Jalen Brunson keeps on delivering up to 14 tonight. Do I think Indiana and Kentucky are overrated? Probably not yet for them. I saw Duke right now losing against Wake Forest. I probably expected that because Duke is a really young team. They're going on a road. They haven't had much opportunity to play road games this year. If there's a team right now inside the top 10 that I'm shocked to see there, it would be Tennessee right now because they lost against Colorado last month. And Colorado, I don't think they're anywhere close to being like a tournament caliber team this season. Top of the key, Randall hands it off to Grimes. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Lobs it off to Randall with a reach and fall committed by Anthony Lamb. So 4:57 left to go. It's going to result in an inbound coming up for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson gets the inbound, crossover on the outside. 6 in the shot clock, dribbles up to the elbow, draws contact and the foul. And that's on Kevon Looney. So this will result now in free throws coming up for Jalen Brunson. 2 shots at the free throw line as the game clock stops with 4:49 left to go before halftime. First one's good. Oof. Sorry to hear that, man. You had $15 on that prediction. Yeah, that's a low scoring game. Golden State's defense has really struggled on the road. And probably looking more at like a number like 115 or 120 than the Knicks will put by the end of this game, most likely, considering Golden State's defense. Right now, not looking too good for Golden State since they're down by 14. 4:40 left to go before half. Draymond Green, top of the key, pass out to his right to Poole. The only player showing up so far, Jordan Poole with 12. Bounce pass behind his back, sets up Looney. Into the hands of Poole, floats up the runner, got knocked down and fouled. So Quentin Grimes picks up the blocking foul, and Jordan Poole there should be free throws here. 2 of them. That looked like it was on the shot. Yeah, it wasn't really much there. So he will shoot 2 at the free throw line. So Poole now to shoot 2. First one is good. I'm going to take the Bengals to win their last game. Yeah, Cincinnati right now is red hot. And they showed what they could do against Tampa Bay. They flipped. I think they were down by 17. Yeah, they were down by 17 points. They flipped a 17-point deficit into a 10-point lead, causing turnovers, and they can move the football at a high clip. 12-point lead. Down low. Randall swings it out to the wing. Catch and fire three. Quentin Grimes knocks it down. It's been a three-ball fest for the Knicks. Last week, they were dead last in three-point shooting percentage. Man, if they really worked on their three-ball shooting lately. Off to Draymond Green. Moves it out to the wing. Clay, open three. Missed off the back rim. It will be a foul picked up defensively, though, by New York. The clock will stop with 4:01 left to go. Klay Thompson just not in his groove. He's really struggling. 2 for 7 shooting, 0 for 4 from 3. Lucky that they picked up a foul away from the ball. Missed 3 that time by Poole. Off the back rim too strong. 60-45 with under 4 minutes left to go before half. Randall fires in the fastball to Grimes. Grimes called in the travel. Turnover. Looney on the outside, passes off to Jerome. Jerome attacks inside the paint, up fake, kick out to the corner. Draymond Green takes the 3. That's one they need. Big time bucket from downtown by Dre at the corner, cuts the deficit to 12. Brunson slows down the basketball for New York. Double team, moves it out to his right. Barrett off to Grimes, bounce pass, baseline over to Randall. 1-on-1 working on Green. Randall powers his way, baseline on Dre, down underneath the hoop, up fake, blocked from behind. He got fouled though. And Julius Randle will shoot 2 at the free throw line as he draws the blocking foul on Draymond Green. Yeah, I heard about that. Gonna need to heat up the wood stove. Hopefully you got one there. Because if not, it's going to be a lot of heating. My biggest advice to you is make sure to have water dripping from those pipes overnight so the pipes don't freeze. First one's good. And make sure to have a ton of blankets. Yeah, it's supposed to be like an Arctic cold blast that's supposed to come in. Second free throw, Randall skipped around the rim and out, missed number 2. Ty Jerome will take it up the floor, 3 minutes left to go. Jerome moves it on top, Looney. Looney passes off to Clay. Clay really struggling today. Clay on the outside, defended by Barrett, hands it off Green. Around the perimeter, Looney over to Clay, open 3 off the catch. Oh, he drills it. There you go, that's a confidence booster right there. Klay Thompson puts the Warriors winning 10. That is great to see for Golden State right now. Klay Thompson works his way up to 7 points, 1 for 5 from the perimeter now. He is 3 for 8 shooting. Brunson moves it out to the corner, bounce pass into the hands to Randall off Grimes. Jumper off the turnaround. That is a good one there by Julius Randle. As we have a foul down low, it's going to be charged to Quentin Grimes reaching in inside the paint. I believe this will send Golden State to the bonus. If Kentucky and Duke were to play each other, who would win? Great question there. I'm probably gonna... All depends on where it is. If it was on neutral court, though, I'm gonna go with Duke on that one. I see that Duke's struggling tonight with it, but when I've covered them, that team has some really good size for Duke. I think they can pose problems with a lot of teams this season. 63-52 to score. 2:15 left to go before halftime. Randall on the outside, defended by Jerome. Hands it off. 3 on its way. Grimes missed off the back rim. Rebound pulled down by Looney. Off the pole. Pull, attacks inside the paint. Right on Barrett, gets past him. Missed the layup, though. Off the glass, and it goes right back over to the Knicks. Oh, Barrett evades the defender. That's Pull, gets position, floats up the runner. Missed off the front rim, knocked out of bounds, though. It's going to stay New York basketball. Yeah, I do right now for Russell Westbrook. So he's been coming off the bench, and it looks like he's going to be sixth man of the year. It looks like for Russ right now, because he's been playing pretty well coming off the bench for him. Once he accepted that role, coming off the bench, things have gotten better for him. Austin Reeves is... As Jerome missed the layup right there to clean it up, though. It's Looney for the two-handed putback. We're back to single digits. 1:15 left to go before half. Kevon Looney able to clean it up. 9-point game now. Brunson pass midcourt, defended by Thompson. Brunson drives inside, swings it out to the corner. Grimes catching fire three. Missed off the back rim, got knocked down and fouled, though. And Quentin Grimes is hurt. Oh, he is in severe pain right now. Quentin Grimes in severe pain with a right ankle injury as he got knocked down at the corner off a catch and fire three. Referees will take a look at this one right here at the monitor. Grimes knocked down by Ty Jerome of Golden State at the corner. Clearly, that's a blocking fall, and then Jerome got the top of the head of Grimes. And Grimes fell awkwardly on his right ankle, holding his right ankle down in scorching pain after this. Oh, yeah, Jerome right into the landing zone of Quentin Grimes. So referees are looking at this call right now. Ty Jerome, the defender, landing right in the landing area of Quentin Grimes as he took a catch and fire three at the corner. Clear cut foul. So it's going to be at least 3 shots coming up at the free throw line for Quentin Grimes. Good to see Quentin Grimes was able to get up on his feet after he was down in pain. He was able to get up on his feet and walk towards the seat on the bench. Yeah, there really isn't much about Lamar Jackson's injury. Just says by articles he didn't practice today. His status is up in the air for this week once again. Winning 3 straight for the Bengals, that's going to be tough. The one against Buffalo. But it's possible, honestly. I think they can get 2 of those, at least. Definitely Saturday. They're going to win on Saturday. Patriots cannot compete against that. I'm a Patriots fan. That's just embarrassing what happened on Sunday. But yeah, right now Patriots are done. Looks like they look toast. That was the season in a nutshell to close out the game against the Raiders. Quentin Grimes at the free throw line shooting 3, and he made 2 of those. So 65-54, and they will get the basketball back as well for New York. So Bengals got Patriots, Bills, and Ravens. Ravens have been struggling as of late. Their offense hasn't been able to get up to par lately. Their defense has been really good. Randall floats up a hook shot. He got the hook in the key. Add 2 more to the scoreboard right now for New York with 45 seconds left to go in the second. Pull. Moves it out to his right to Green. Pass off to Thompson. Thompson dribbles baseline. Clay, defended by Brunson. Floats up the shot. Clay, called in the travel. Turnover. Man, this has been a rough game for Klay Thompson. And that's why they're down by 13 right now. Jordan Poole showed up. 15 points by Poole, the only player to double figures scoring right now for Golden State. Klay Thompson, capable of having these big 30-point games. Showed that what he could do against the Celtics not even 2 weeks ago with 34 a game high. But today, no show. 7 points, 3 for 8 from the floor. Commits his 5th turnover by Klay Thompson. 8 turnovers by the team for Golden State. 5 of them by Klay. 20 seconds left to go. Missed 3 by the Knicks. Goes right back to Golden State. Pull. Moves it off top of the free throw circle. Looney. Off the pull. Bounce pass Looney. Swings it out to the wing. Open 3. Draymond Green. Couldn't connect on it. Completely wide open. Looney gets the offensive rebound. 8 seconds left to go. Jordan Poole holds it. Poole drives down the lane. Rise and fire. He got the 2. That's good at the left elbow by Jordan Poole. Lone player to show up tonight. Up to 17 for the Warriors as that shot sails wide right of the backboard. And we close out at the end of 2. And the Knicks got a bucket before that. 69-56 at the end of 2. To a 13-point lead right now for New York heading into halftime. Golden State really needs to get other players to step up their game in the second half right now. And the threes are dropping for New York. They got the rebound advantage, plus 8 on the glass. 8-3 offensive rebounds from three-point range. They are raining their threes tonight. 46% from downtown at 11 for 24. Golden State just 8 for 21 from 3. Going to halftime. Both of these teams shooting the ball well right now. Golden State. Difference is shot differential right now because of the offensive rebounds by the Knicks and then the turnovers for Golden State. That's led to seven more shots taken by New York in the first half than Golden State. 24 for 46 shooting by New York and just 21 of 39 from the floor by Golden State. Yeah, Chicago right now at 11-18. That's a really big surprise. Around a year ago, they were the best team in the NBA. Right now, we got a couple games going on with updates here. Jazz leading the Pistons 79-74. Jaden Ivey's got 20 for Detroit. Larry Markkanen with 28 for Utah, having a really good season for Markkanen. 57-52 at halftime. Heat leading the Bulls tonight, and we're also at halftime here, so just 3 games currently being played. Top of the hour. One other game starting up, Wizards-Suns at the top of the hour. Wizards on a 10-game losing streak right now. College basketball updates. UConn going to stay undefeated, run it away against Georgetown. 82-71 down to the final minute for UConn as things are rocking right now in Connecticut at Gamble Pavilion. Let's see. Baylor having some trouble against Northwestern State, 17-17. Marquette, tight game against Providence. There's still a lot of time left to go. 63-60 Marquette. That game's still got 11 and a half minutes remaining with no defense. That's not a typical Providence score. Usually Providence holds their opponents to the 60s, but they still got over 11 minutes left to go there. Indiana leading Elon 73-50. Alabama having some trouble against Jackson State, but pulling away ever so slightly, 59-50 at the half. And Arizona just tipped off against Montana State. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Glad to have you in the stream, man. Yeah, things going pretty well as of late. Yeah, I do. Jaguars' offense has really exploded lately. I think past 2 games, I picked up Zay Jones off the waiver wire, and honestly, could be like the best pickup ever for this season. Like, he just exploded at the right time during the fantasy football playoffs. Let's see, top 5 teams right now, if I had to rank them. Go Philly. Philly at number 1. Buffalo beat KC. Buffalo at 2. You know, Buffalo's had a couple bad losses this year for them. Then Kansas City at 3. They go San Francisco at 4. Would move the Bengals up to 5 based on how they've been playing. 6 straight wins in a row for Cincinnati right now. And Dallas lost against Jacksonville. Minnesota, their record looks so good, 11-3, but they're just in constant shootouts with teams. They also lost a few weeks ago against the Lions, and they had a battle back to win the largest comeback ever in NFL history, 33-0 at the half. They came back and won against a terrible Colts team this year that lost Jonathan Taylor in the first quarter. I feel like the Vikings might be a team that come playoff time, they might be like one and done in the first round. Like they don't show up in the first game of the playoffs. So my Patriots gave them a fight on Thanksgiving Day, and that was a shock. Like Mac Jones looked like the second coming of Tom Brady in that game. Like he was passing all over the Vikings defense. Oh yeah, media would go absolutely crazy there if Tom came back. Yeah, that ain't happening, though. Yeah, I don't think he had too good of a relationship with Bill and Kraft. Disappointing this year, there's been quite a bit of them. 2 of them from the AFC West. The Broncos, man, Broncos, super disappointing. Also the Raiders. Both of those teams were projected to be in like the playoff hunt for this year. Broncos, Raiders. Rams with the injuries for them. They go from Super Bowl champions to being right now. They're currently tied for the 3rd highest draft pick right now for LA. But man, they've got decimated by injuries this year. And Cardinals this season. Last year, I think they started off 8-0. Last year. Once again, that's another team that's got hit by injuries. Colts, they haven't been that well. There's been a lot of surprises, though. Like, honestly, Jacksonville has a good chance to make the playoffs. If they beat Tennessee, Jacksonville has really got a good chance to make the playoffs for them. They'd have the 2-0 advantage over Tennessee. They're only a half game back. And then Detroit is still alive right now. 7-7 for Detroit. They are right now still alive. Winners of the past 3 straight. Yeah, Texans record-wise, they're the worst team. It's interesting because the Texans lost back-to-back weeks, close games against the Cowboys and the Chiefs. So they're definitely not playing like the worst team. I think the Texans beat the Titans this week, in my opinion, based on how they played close games against Kansas City and Dallas in back-to-back weeks. I honestly think the worst team in the NFL, like, just set aside the records and watch film of all the teams. Don't even look at the records and just watch film throughout the season. I think the worst team, honestly, if you look at the offensive side of the ball, I know the Broncos have been bad, but man, the Patriots, my team there, look at the quarterbacks that they beat. It just speaks for itself. They got destroyed by the Bears. Bears have a record of 3-11, and I was looking at Chicago's wins. Chicago beat Houston by 3. They won in their opener against San Francisco in a in a monsoon. So, I mean, that week 1 game in the monsoon, Chicago won, and then they beat Houston, and then their non-regular win, or they're only like regular win that they got, because the other win was monsoon, Houston, and then a Monday night game. Their only road win was at the Patriots. They destroyed them 33-14. The Patriots have beat these quarterbacks. They're lucky to win these games. Mitch Trubisky, Jared Goff, when he had his whole wide receiving core injured. Jacoby Brissett. Zach Wilson twice. And Sam Ehlinger. And then Colt McCoy. That's who they beat for quarterbacks. That speaks to itself. That, like, wipe away the records. Don't even look at the defense. The defense has won them games. That's how bad they've done this year. Yeah, Eagles have been phenomenal. Jalen Hurts, though, he might not play in this upcoming game against the Cowboys. He got injured on Sunday. Well, I get the Philly D in special teams. I also get the Cowboys D in special teams. And I saw their schedules were rather easy for both of those. They play each other on Sunday night. Or no, they play each other this Saturday at 4:25. I don't know why I keep on thinking that's a night game, but it's not. It's at 4:25 on Saturday between Eagles, and it's at Dallas. That's Philly at Dallas. And yeah, Philly's got an easy schedule against two offenses that's been stalled out this season. Philly closes out, so they got Dallas this Saturday, and then New Year's Day, they're hosting the Saints, and then Week 18, they're hosting the Giants. Yeah, best of luck there if you pick up the Tennessee defense. Because Houston, I see by the experts that's the top-rated defense for this week off the waiver wire. By a lot of fantasy experts being Tennessee's defense. But I'm just going to dig into Houston here because Houston, their record, like if you just look at their record, it's by far the worst in the NFL. But it doesn't say how much they fought, especially the past 2 weeks. This team fights hard. They lost 27-23 at Dallas, and then 30-24 in overtime. They lost against Kansas City. Well, Kansas City, I mean, some weeks they look like the best team by far, and then I actually lost the Eliminator Challenge early in this season because I took KC to beat Indy, and KC lost against Indy. Indy scored a last-second touchdown. Like, they've had bad losses like that. Same goes with Buffalo this season. Just bad losses. We're going to release the poll. Thanks so much all for voting in that poll tonight. Looks like Golden State took the poll against the Knicks, 59-41. So right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified future live streams I cover here, covering play-by-play basketball action. Let's see. Buffalo lost to... So they lost to the Dolphins by 2, 21-19. They lost at the Jets 20-17, and then they lost against Minnesota in OT 33-30. That's 3 losses. Yeah, 3 losses by Buffalo. That's 3 losses by a combined 8 points. Wow. It just seems like it's worse because there was a stretch that Miami was playing really poorly. Actually, they lost to 3 caliber, 3 solid teams for them. with the Jets being on a downfall as of late. But those are the toughest games, going up against your division rivals. Those are the toughest ones. Yeah, their defense has been basically what's kept the Jets in these games. They're the same thing as the Patriots. Like, their offense cannot do much, but their defense against quarterbacks is one of the best in the league. Like, that's why whenever I get a quarterback going up against the Jets, like the Jets defense, I'm like hesitant to start it because I think they allow like the fewest fantasy points per game to opposing quarterbacks this year. Ron, what's good? Welcome in. Yeah, they can. Steph Curry is out. They got 6 players listed out tonight for Golden State. Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins. DiVincenzo, JaMychal Green, Iguodala, all out today. Yeah, if New York wins this game, New York's getting red hot right now. They're on a 7-game winning streak. New York, if New York does win this game, it will be their first win against Golden State since 2014 at home. What's good, Victoria? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. I'm usually streaming like more NBA stuff, so like for me sitting down watching basketball, I probably don't like watch as much because by the time I end my stream, I'm probably gonna watch like the first half of another game and then go to bed around halftime or so. For football though, since the games are so long, probably like longer duration, that I probably have logged more minutes or so by this time because I'm constantly streaming basketball. So we get back to action. Golden State needed a quick 3. They got it starting off the third quarter. Ryan, what's good? Welcome to stream, man. Yeah, this was a tough week for fantasy. Couple big injuries that happened going on as Mitchell Robinson comes out with an offensive rebound. Sets the possession up again for New York. 3 at the wing. Pinwheeled out. Around the rim, no good. Missed by Randall. Jordan Poole on the floor with Moses Moody, Klay Thompson, Kevon Looney, Draymond Green. Over to Klay. Moves on top. Moody. 3 balls straight away. Off the back rim too long. And the rebound picked up by Randall. So Julius Randle tonight having another big game out on the floor. He's got 12 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, averaging a double-double in the month of December of 27 and 10. And a turnover, though, by New York. A legal screen will go back to Golden State. Yeah, I got him too in the subscriber league, so I'm going to have to figure out what I'm able to get via pickups for that. Moody moves it off the pole, shoots the 3 around the rim and out, and the rebound pulled down by Randall. Randall up the floor. Off to Brunson, top of the key. Takes the 3 ball, missed off the front rim of Draymond Green with a defensive rebound. Slow start once again offensively for both of these teams starting off the second half. Thompson takes the jumper deep 2. That comes up short. Man, it's just not been his game today for Klay Thompson. Just not been able to feel it from the floor. 7 points, 3 for 9 in 20 minutes so far by Klay Thompson. Also got 5 turnovers in that first half. Brunson circles around the key on Moses Moody. Bounce pass down low. Randall up fake on Green. Randall puts one up. And no good. Contact and no call. Will go back to Golden State with numbers. Poole swings the pass right wing. Moody takes a 3. Missed off the back rim. Tipped up. And the rebound controlled by Robinson. Wow, Miami looking good. Thanks so much for the update there, Bill. 14-8 right now, leading Virginia. Yeah, when I saw them, I saw Miami play against Maryland at Mohegan Sun around like a month ago. Miami's got a really small team. They play like a 4-guard lineup for them, but yeah, they generate a ton of turnovers. Driving right to the hoop, a layup good with a left hand, up and in off the glass. That is R.J. Barrett. Knicks have been out in full control this whole game. Golden State, though, making things interesting, down by 12. Thompson has to get going in order to get them back in. Nice power move right to the hoop there. Inside the low post, puts it up and in off the glass. It's a basket for Klay Thompson, up to 9 points now. Approaching that 9-minute mark left to go in the third. Knicks with the basketball. Brunson backs his way mid-block. Brunson dribbles up to the free throw circle. Oh, nice pass, finds Randall down low, scores, up and through, good for 2. Julius Randall counted in the foul. That's a dime right there by Jalen Brunson on the assist. Randall indeed, double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists right now by Julius Randall. Fat Cat, what's good? Welcome on board again. Randall to shoot one at the free throw line as we got 9 minutes left to play third quarter. He has been surging as of late. 3 straight double-doubles entering today by Randall, averaging 26 and 10 in the month of December. Free throw is no good, coming off a 25-14 game against Indiana on Sunday. Golden State down by 12. Looney gives it off to Klay. Jumper, 15-footer straight away. Klay Thompson able to knock it through. That's exactly what they need in order to get back in this game. Klay Thompson needs to start to pick it up here, put some win in 10. Brunson at the baseline, jumper. Oh, nice shot. He drills it. Step back jumper over Moses Moody with 1-on-1. Jalen Brunson, 18 points, top scorer tonight for the Knicks. Jordan Poole, top scorer for Golden State. Moves it off to Klay. Bounce pass into the hands to Dre. Draymond Green, hand off to Klay Thompson. Lobs it down low. Green swings the pass. Intercepted by Brunson, though, at the wing. Here they go in numbers. Off to a 3. Catching fire. Quentin Grimes strolls it down in transition. Jalen Brunson playmaking, setting up everybody tonight here out on the floor. 78-63 now. Able to find Grimes out on the break. Catching fire. 3 at the left wing as the ball gets stripped. The ball goes out of bounds off Jordan Poole. It's a turnover by Golden State. Barrett, nice move right to the rim, and now will lead to a timeout taken by Steve Kerr. Blow by speed right there by R.J. Barrett. Largest lead of the game by 17, with 7:45 left to go. So yeah, we just got started in the third quarter right now. 11-7, New York in the third quarter, box over Golden State, up by 17. I think he's going to be pretty good for Isaiah Wong. Yeah, when I got to see him play, he had a really good game against Maryland. He's been pretty solid last couple of seasons for him. He's been like the top scorer from Miami. He's been like, I think like a constant like 17 points per game scorer last few seasons for him. Yeah, incredible there with Messi winning the World Cup for Argentina. Me in my opinion, it could be different takes or so. Let's see. I'd probably go MJ for all time, for greatest athlete of all time. I'm a Tom Brady fan myself, but to retire from basketball, play baseball, and then get back into basketball, that just makes it look like it's something special for MJ there. Like to get back to the quality that he did of playing basketball after he played baseball for a few years. I mean, that's another level. Because usually when you hear about hear about athletes, you're like, yeah. Yeah, Tom's more like the GOAT. Like, he's not like an athlete of all time. Jordan Poole right now with 20 at this moment. Klay Thompson started to get going with 11, but when you got 4 players in double figures, it's going to be tough to stop. And Jalen Brunson with 18, 16 by Grimes, making 4 threes, with 14 by Randall, 11 by Barrett. Everybody been able to chip in tonight for the Knicks, and it's been tough to stop. Yeah, like Mahomes, like all the mobile quarterbacks that we got nowadays that can like extend the play. Yep. So we get back to action. 17-point lead at the moment. Draymond Green with it. Over to Thompson on the floor with Ty Jerome, Jordan Poole, and Kevon Looney. Green splits defender, scores in a layup. Brunson up the floor, having a great game. Jalen Brunson, step back 2, skipped around the rim and out, tipped over to Poole for the defensive rebound. Jordan Poole at the elbow, circles around the rim. Moves it outside to Jerome. Jerome attacks, drives, floats up the shot, off the glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Robinson. Last win for New York at home back in 2014 against Golden State. It's been that long. Golden State's won the last 8 straight games, and the Knicks looking to very well change it tonight. RJ Barrett banks it. Nice shot there as he works baseline by RJ. Everybody getting in on the action tonight for the Knicks. Going downhill right to the rim. Klay Thompson able to get the layup. 15-point lead for New York. 6.5 remaining third quarter. Brunson drives, attacks, downhill, stripped and fouled. It's going to be a reach and assess to, I think it's going to be the Draymond Green here. 6:31 remaining in the third. Barrett gets the inbound as he turns the corner, drives down the lane, scores with a layup. 17 up by New York. Green shovels off to Poole. Poole's going to need to start to hit some big-time shots. Not a whole lot of other players have been able to step up. He's had a great game himself. Ty Jerome not helping out. Golden State called in the double dribble turnover. 50 plus right now watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well. Jumper at the free throw circle. RJ Barrett, back-to-back shots that he makes. Man, they're cooking up something special right here. 86-67 as Golden State is completely falling apart this season. The worst road record in the NBA at 3-14. Here to go off the rebound. Randall, dump off down low. Robinson draws the foul. It's going to be charged to James Wiseman, and that will send Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line to shoot 2. Looking for their first 20-point lead of the game. This has just turned out to be non-competitive here in the second half. Jordan Poole with 22, but after that, just 11 by Klay Thompson and 9 points by Ty Jerome. He's currently the number 3 scorer in the team. Just not enough firepower in this Golden State offense. And we saw the graphic. Before Steph Curry's injury, they were averaging just under 120 points per game with Steph Curry out on the floor. But without Steph Curry on the floor, Golden State averaging around 99 points per game without him. Right now, 67 points with 5.5 minutes left to go. Both of the free throws are good by Mitchell Robinson. Puts up the Knicks by 21. Largest deficit of the game off the roll down. The Wiseman blocked from behind by Robinson and fouled. James Wiseman going to shoot 2. Wow, thanks so much for the update there, Bill. So final minute left to go now. Providence leading Marquette 77-76. Yeah, Miami's looking good. I just saw that score right now. 26-14. Miami up over Virginia with 8 minutes in the first. Alabama really struggled today against Jackson State, but stormed for the final 10 minutes. Really stormed past Jackson State and went up by a big advantage. That game has just gone final. Alabama by 20 tonight over Jackson State, 84-64. Both of the free throws are good by James Wiseman. 5.5 left to go, third quarter. Barrett inside the key, floats up the shot, missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound, pulled down by Barrett, draws the foul. Once again, it's on James Wiseman. So we'll have free throws coming up here at the line. 2 of them by R.J. Barrett. One of 4 Knicks in double figures today. First one is good. So 89-69 now with 5:15 left to go. Golden State will take it up the floor. Top of the key, Kuminga out to his right to pull. Picks up by Wiseman. Pull, jumper, 15-footer straight away. Connects on it. Just been the only player that's been able to show up today for Golden State. 4 players in double figures for New York, just 2 for Golden State. And one of those players, Klay Thompson, just has 11. Pole's got 24, the top scorer in the game tonight. Brunson, though, with 18 points, same as Barrett. 16 by Grimes, 14 and 11 by Randall. And they're going to head back to the free throw line. Another foul picked up here by Golden State once again. So New York will head back to the free throw line with 4:51 remaining. This will be Brunson shooting 2. First one missed off the front rim by Jalen Brunson. Yeah, that's incredible. What a game between Providence and Marquette right now in the final 40 seconds. Second free throw is good by Brunson. This game not so much competitive in the second half. Kuminga pushes it over to Pull. Pull, jab step at the right wing. Thinking about a step back, gets space, takes the 3. Missed off the back rib, offensive rebound, Kuminga. Wide open pathway, he dunks it down. Two-handed flush by Jonathan Kuminga. Good to see by that youngster, able to follow up the Jordan Poole miss. Still down by a bunch though, 17-point lead for the Knicks. Brunson backs his way on Jerome at the corner. Brunson at the low block, floats up the shot, missed off the back rim. Big time rebound there by James Wiseman. Looking to see if he can run the floor. Oh, Kuminga, nice pass ahead, finds Ty Jerome out on the break behind the defense, and a layup leads to a timeout taken on the floor by New York. Here comes Golden State, down by 15 though, 90-75. 4:10 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in a couple moments. All right, so things starting to get interesting right now with Golden State. Back-to-back baskets for the Warriors. And we'll take a look. Quick scoreboard update throughout the NBA tonight. Jazz crushing the Pistons 116-97. Larry Markkinen having a huge game. 35 points for Utah. Jaden Ivey up to 24 now for Detroit. Chicago, tough season, just 11-18 for their record, but they're leading by 15 right now at the Heat. 82-67 Chicago. with just over 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. We got 4:10 left to go in the third, currently on a timeout here. College basketball scores currently 78 all. Providence and Marquette, final 4 seconds left to go. We'll keep you posted. Miami looking good, leading Virginia in college hoops, 28-18. And Baylor struggling against Northwestern State, 28-24 Baylor at the start of the second half. Nobody could reach 30 at halftime as Arizona leads Montana State 33-26. Most memorable Super Bowl moment for me, it's got to be the Julian Edelman catch. Yeah, the comeback, that catch there that sparked the comeback. This unbelievable catch. Christmas game poll, that will be tomorrow. I think around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. I think I have it up on the community tab. I think that's when I scheduled it in. So tomorrow, around 5:30 p.m. Yeah, I haven't covered Memphis this at all this season. That one would be a really good game. Memphis has been playing great lately. Yep, looks like it's going into overtime. Number 24 ranked Marquette at Providence. OT needed in that one. Got 60 plus right now watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe as we come back after the timeout. 15-point lead for New York with just above 4 minutes left to go. Third quarter. Here we get back to action. Barrett swings it out to the corner. Quickly, catch and fire three. He drills it. Emmanuel quickly, bang, bang from downtown. New York extends it to an 18-point lead. Emmanuel quickly been a critical component today off the bench. Fifth player in double figures tonight for New York. He's got 12. Perfect 4 for 4 from the perimeter. Here's a steal. New York comes out with a steal quickly. Moves it off to Brunson. Dribbles towards his right hand off Barrett. Barrett dribbles back out to the top of the key. Barrett defended by Poole, 1-on-1, 3.5 left to go in the third quarter. Barrett drives, attacks inside the paint. Get it out of there! James Wiseman with a huge rejection on RJ Barrett. Shot clock stops at 7 seconds, 3:33 left to go in the game clock. James Wiseman comes out with his second block of the game. He's played 7 minutes tonight, 2 blocks, 2 points, and a rebound. Inbound by Brunson. It will be underneath New York's hoop. Brunson, the inbound passer. Moves it out to the corner quickly. Catch and fire three. Missed off the back rim. Lamb comes out with a defensive board for Golden State. Moses Moody. Around the perimeter. Moves it out to his left to Jerome. Into the hands to Kuminga. Bounce pass Lamb. Slides it cross court. Up fake. Moody. Looking to pass it. New York signaling a travel. They didn't call it though, but the referees fall away. Wiseman missed off the mark in the J. Rebound controlled by Brunson. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third. Brunson swings it out to the wing. Barrett shoots the three. Missed off the front rim and the rebound controlled by Kuminga. Here goes Kuminga up the floor. Jerome calling for it. Kuminga ignores him. At the top, pass off to Moody. Shovel Kuminga. Nice dump off. Downhill to the hoop. That is good with a two-handed flush by James Wiseman. Great teamwork inside. Getting that pass off. Couple extra passes being made there by Golden State. 2.5 left to go in the third. New York up by 16. looking to close it out. It'll be their first victory at home against Golden State since 2014. Came into today losing 8 straight home games against the Warriors. Backing their way inside, Randall, kick out to the corner, into the hands to Quickly. 5 in the shot clock, Emmanuel Quickly has to dial one up, shovels it out to the top. Brunson takes the 3 as the shot clock expires. No good around the rim. Battle for the rebound. Randall, could he come down with it? Oh, they do! Mitchell Robinson throws it down with a 2-handed flush as he's able to get back the basketball. Down inside the key, find it, and throw down the flush as there was a sea of white uniforms there, and they couldn't handle the hot tamale cleanly inside the key, trying to battle for the rebound. Lamb, corner 3 comes out well short, and the rebound controlled by Robinson. Here goes the Knicks looking for 20. Quickly, gonna slow it down at the left wing, drives on Wiseman inside the paint, deflected pass stolen away. 2-on-1 off the steal by Jerome, pass ahead, Kuminga, hard foul by Brunson, and Kuminga will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. 1:21 left to go. Man, sorry to hear about that mini hoop. Hopefully things will get better there for the next one there, man. Two free throws at the line for Jonathan Kuminga. First one is good. Man, Golden State's just been having terrible struggles this season when it comes to road games. Came into today, worst road record in the NBA with a 3-14 record in away games. Second free throw is good by Kuminga. Right now down by 16 with 1:15 left to go in the third. Brunson draws the reach in the foul. It's going to be charged to Moses Moody. The game clock will stop, and they're also in a bonus, so Jalen Brunson will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Feel free to hit us up in the chat who you guys are a fan of on the chat here out on the stream. If you guys are rooting for New York or Golden State in this one. Knicks looking good with a comfortable lead, up by 17 as Brunson makes the free throw. Yes, I think they're going to make a trade before the deadline. They need to get more shooting on their team. Second free throw is good. I think things could get interesting. Maybe like a trade with Toronto, because Toronto has got some interesting pieces there that the Lakers could potentially could work for the Lakers, like a player like Gary Trent Jr. Players that can knock down shots, because right now Toronto is really struggling. They're on a 6-game losing streak themselves, and they've fallen back towards like the very bottom of the Eastern Conference playoff picture. .48 seconds left to go. New York back at the free throw line with Randall drawing the foul. Will shoot 2. First one missed. Skipped around the rim and out. Second one around the rim goes in by Randall. Looking to make it 8 straight games in a row for New York. That would be the largest winning streak dating back to 2014 as well. The last time that they won at home against Golden State. Kuminga at the top of the key. 2014 was the year that they graduated high school. And now I'm 27 years old myself, so it's been quite a long time as that pass gets thrown away out of bounds. Almost a decade. 25 seconds left to go in the third. Golden State just committed another turnover. So New York now with 1 second differential on the shot clock here as we close out at the end of 3 quickly. Past the midcourt logo. Calls for a pick to be set by Hartenstein. Hartenstein not getting much minutes tonight. Quickly. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Up fake. Draws contact and a foul. It's Anthony Lamb who picks up the blocking foul, and this will be 2 coming up at the free throw line by Emmanuel Quickly with 5 seconds left to go. I'll go MVP Rose there. So 5 seconds left to play. Quickly, we'll shoot 2 at the line. He's been tremendous today. Couple threes able to drill down from long range. Perfect 4 for 4 from 3 by him tonight. First free throw is good. He's up to 13. Second free throw by Quickly, right down the middle. Man, New York's putting the pounding right now at Golden State. We're down to 0.5 of a second left with a foul committed on the floor by New York. Oh boy, wow. Providence up 88-80. Thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. Wow. Their fans getting into it. Their fans getting into it at the AMP right now. Wow, I'm looking at Bryce Hopkins' stat line. 22.17 rebounds by Bryce Hopkins with 3 steals. What a night he has had. Man, it just feels so weird now calling Providence's arena the AMP instead of the Dunk nowadays. It's just so different. But, man, amped up for OT. First ever game at the AMP in overtime. And drilling Marquette up by 8. Meredith, thanks so much for joining in. Things going pretty well. Second free throw coming up by Jordan Poole. He hits them both. Jordan Poole, the lone player to show up tonight for Golden State. New York's had multiple players show up as we close out through 3 quarters in the books in this one. And the Knicks lead by 100 to 81. All right, so 4th quarter upcoming in a couple moments from now, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to come back for future live streams that I do cover. Next stream will be on Christmas. I plan on covering 2 games for NBA Christmas Day. One of them will be a definite between the Celtics and the Bucks at 5 o'clock Eastern time on Christmas Day. The other game, I'm going to post out in the community tab tomorrow a poll. Feel free to vote on the poll if you guys would like of which other game I should stream on Christmas Day. It will either be the Knicks against the Sixers at 12, the Mavs against the Lakers at 2:30, or the Warriors against the Grizzlies at 8 for Christmas Day. So the top voted game will get my second stream on Christmas Day, with Celtics Bucks already being the definite one that they plan on covering. Yeah, Knicks been tremendous, knocking down threes, controlling the glass. Both of the teams shooting the ball well from the floor. Golden State actually has a better shooting percentage than New York, which it's tough to imagine because Golden State shooting 52% from the floor, New York shooting 51%, but a big difference has been rebounds by the Knicks and also second chance opportunities. Right now, New York tonight, 34-23 in the glass. New York, 11-4 on the offensive rebounds, and then turnovers. 13 turnovers by Golden State, just 8 by New York tonight. So a big differential between shots attempted tonight in this game. Golden State's attempted 58 shots. New York's attempted 67. There's just been more players making contributions tonight for New York. 5 players scoring in double figures, 21 points by Jalen Brunson, 18 by R.J. Barrett, 16 by Quentin Grimes, making 4 threes. 15 points, 12 rebounds by Julius Randle, and then 14 by Emmanuel Quickly. Perfect 4 for 4 from three-point range through 3 quarters. And then tonight, just one player showed up for Golden State, Jordan Poole, 26 points. Other than that, no show. But everybody else, tied for the number 2 scorer right now is Ty Jerome. And that cannot happen. Ty Jerome isn't really known as like a guy that can score the basketball. He's more known as a facilitator type of player for Ty Jerome. He's got 11 points off the bench in a 21-minute clip tonight. Klay Thompson, 11 points in 25 minutes. That has to be a ton better. Klay Thompson needs to be the dude that can get you 30-plus in a game to pick up the victory. He's got 11 points. If he has 30 right now, we tie the game. If Klay's got 30, Poole's got 26, Golden State has this game tied going into the fourth quarter. But Klay Thompson has got 11 points right now. And that's just a tough one when you got one of your top options throughout all these years struggling, coming back from injury and still struggling. Had a great game against the Celtics almost 2 weeks ago. Scored a game high 34 points in the win over Boston. But once again, another struggling night tonight by Klay Thompson in this one. We get back to action, 181 to score. Jumper missed the 2 by New York. Putback is good though by Jericho Sims up and in off the glass. That's been a trouble spot as well. Controlling the rebounds tonight in favor big time by New York. They are plus 12 on the rebounds for the Knicks. Draymond Green top of the key. So we start off the fourth quarter, gives over to Poole, takes the 3. And the foul, it's going to be charged to Golden State. James Wiseman, illegal screen. It will go back to the Knicks. OG, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, tough one tonight for the Warriors here. It's really struggling in the road. It's going to be a tough game when only one player showed up out of your full team. Quickly, up fake at the wing. Quickly dribbles up to the free throw circle. Inside the key, floats up the shot on Lamb. Emmanuel Quickly sends it through. They're going to count it. And the foul by Quickly. If you're Anthony Lamb, you just cannot touch him. You just cannot touch him once he goes up into that shooting motion and get his shooting hand. Free throw is good by Quickly. 3-point play complete. Man, as he had a great game off the bench tonight. Emmanuel Quickly, 20 points in 15 minutes. Perfect 5 for 5 from 3-point range for him. Pull around the outside. Swings it over to Green. Hand off to Klay. Turns the corner. Klay Thompson inside the key. Missed the layup with the right hand. As easy as you could get right there by Klay Thompson at the rim. Or Quickly right now, he's got himself 17. Now he's got 20 as he draws the 3. That's his 5th of the game. Yeah, stats update a little bit too quick right there. 108-81. Timeout taken in the floor though by Golden State. As Emmanuel Quickly got himself 20 points with a made 3. He's a perfect 5 for 5 from the outside with a timeout taken by Steve Kerr and the Warriors. Man, what a beatdown tonight. Golden State they just cannot win on the road. They are just terrible defensively. And with Curry out for like a month or so, the offensive rating drops like around an average of 20 points without him on the floor. Hey, thanks so much, Mario. Appreciate it, man. Next stream will be on Christmas. I plan on covering 2 games on Christmas. One of them is definite Celtics against Bucks on Christmas Day. Quick update with other scores throughout the NBA tonight. Jazz winners over the Pistons, 126-111. Jaden Ivey, tremendous game for Detroit. He had 30 points, or tremendous game by Jaden Ivey tonight. Not so much for Detroit as a team, but 30 points by Ivey. Larry Markkinen with 38 tonight for Utah with a victory for the Jazz. 95-80, Chicago leading Miami by 15. That's a road game for the Bulls, by the way. Nikola Vucevic, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Bam Adebayo with 22 and 9 tonight for the Heat. And then the other game going on, Wizards-Suns tied up at 23. This is a Washington Wizards team that's lost 10 straight games in a row. Marquette got it a 1 from what I just saw. 88-87, 32 seconds left to go in overtime. And Providence's off-ball movement is just terrible. When I got to see them play, just everybody standing like statues out on the floor, and nobody really moving to the basketball. Poole showed up. Jordan Poole. He's been a one-man show tonight for Golden State. Jordan Poole, 26 points. Hasn't been efficient from 3, though. Just 2 for 8 from 3. But Klay Thompson, just a no-show tonight. 11 points, 5 turnovers, 1 for 5 from 3-point range for Klay Thompson. It's tough for Golden State when Ty Jerome is tied for the number 2 scorer right now on the team. Ty Jerome from the bench has got 11. And just so many players limited offensively. That's the thing. It's just Poole going off, but nobody else able to step up to complement that, and that should be Klay. Just not showing up again today. So we come back from the timeout, 10.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Moses Moody on the floor with Anthony Lamb, Ty Jerome, James Wiseman, and Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga shoots the 3 around the rim and out, and the rebound controlled by Quickly for the Knicks. Emmanuel Quickly, what a night he has had off the bench. 20 points, perfect, 5 for 5 from 3-point range in 16 minutes. Miles McBride passes to his left to Quickly. Quickly dribbles up to the free throw circle. Swings it out to the wings. Sims, handoff, McBride at the corner. 2 in the shot clock. McBride takes the 3, and he's got him himself. Everybody's scoring the basketball tonight for the Knicks. They're up by 30. Largest lead of the game right now with 9:40 left to go. Kuminga at the key. Up fake. Moves it over to Moody. Moody over to the corner to Kuminga. Kuminga. Step back jumper, deep 2, got it. Kuminga had a great game against the Celtics with 14 in the primetime game back on the 11th of December. Tonight, though, been slow to get going in this one. Kuminga, so far tonight, he's got himself up to 10, though, with a made jumper. So, becomes the 4th Warrior to double figures tonight. So we approach the 9-minute mark left to go. Kuminga receives the pass off the miss by New York and gets deflected out of bounds by Quickly. Woof. Marquette tying it up against Providence right now. Yikes. Yeah, 89-89, looking like it could go very well into a double overtime in that game. Up fake, Moody. Over to Lamb. Lamb inside the key. And a reach and fall committed by Hartenstein as the clock will stop with 8:58. Here's your score of the night for college basketball right here. Gonzaga is trailing at home against Montana. And this game is past the midway mark of the first half. 22-18 Montana right now against Gonzaga. Jumper at the free throw circle. That's good by Moses Moody. 8:35 left to go, fourth quarter. Miles McBride sends it on top to Quickly. Quickly slows down the basketball. 10 on the shot clock with 8:30 left to go on the game clock. Quickly bounce past Hartenstein. Dumps it downhill. That's a dunk. Cutting baseline to the hoop. Jericho Sims with a two-handed flush. Everything going the Knicks' way tonight in this one. Jerome floats up the shot, missed poorly off the bottom right part of the glass. Here goes New York with numbers. Lob over the top, looking for Sims, no good. Hartenstein with a putback opportunity. Missed off the rim, and Golden State lucky to get it back. That looked like a sure dunk on 2 opportunities. Jumping the route, mistimed it was Grimes. Open 3 at the wing. Moody hits it. Good to see Moses Moody able to knock down the 3 ball right there. Got a bright future out ahead of him. Second season from Arkansas. Quickly around the perimeter, called in the travel. Turned over by the Knicks with 7:40 in the clock. Hey, there we go. Double overtime. That's unfortunate. Providence wasn't able to pull that out. That's terrible. They were up by 8 points with around 2 minutes left to go in OT. Like, you got to have that right there. Once again, another team that invents ways and new ways how to lose the game. As that'll be a goal. Is it going to be a goaltend? Yes, it is. It's going to be a goaltend by Golden State. Count the bucket and the foul as well. Yeah, just like my Patriots inventing new ways to lose the game. James Wiseman with the goaltends. There'll be and one coming up at the line for New York by Quentin Grimes. Grimes having a big game today. Hits the free throw. Grimes tonight with 19 points. Wiseman around the perimeter, hands it off. Moody driving baseline, stripped to the basketball, turned it over. They have number 2, Ryan Rollins, into the game for the first time today. The rookie out of Toledo for Golden State. 7 minutes left to go. Kuminga comes out with a defensive board. Lobs it over to Wiseman, deflected, out of bounds. He last touched it as a turnover. On the hardwood, couldn't come up with the basketball, flopping down by James Wiseman. Yeah, this has been a tough one tonight. .640 left to go. It's been a long time since the Knicks won at MSG against Golden State. You have to go back to 2014. With another fall picked up by Golden State. And the Warriors going to have to figure it out in these road games this season. How about if we're TNT right now, we show the road graphic of points allowed this season. I want to go into that split. Because that's really the difference maker, is how bad Golden State's defense has been on the road this year. It hasn't really been... They just put up the scoring numbers. How Golden State at home is averaging around 120 points per game. On the road, they're averaging 114. The difference, though, is the defense. They're getting shredded for 116 right now, and that's been the problem. When they won championships, they've had championship-caliber defense. Like top 5 defense in all the years that they won the championship, or when they've gotten into the playoffs, they've really turned it on. They've had one of the best defenses in the entire playoffs, and that's why they've won championships, because they're able to unlock that component. And they lost a couple of those key players from the bench from last season. Gary Payton II and Otto Porter Jr. Still Wiggins yet to come back from injury from this season as quickly will not get the layup here. They will race away the bucket. Isaiah Hardenstein, offensive foul on the key. So we have about 6 minutes left to go. Yeah, and this is the difference maker right here, the number. Golden State is allowing opponents to 122.2 points per game scored on the road this season. At home, Golden State's allowing opponents to 109.9 points per game at home, but on the road, over 122 opponents are averaging. Right now, the Knicks with 118 with 5:46 left to go. And that's been the entire difference so far this year. Just not consistent basketball, especially when they go on the road, and this has been a 6-game road trip for them, so extremely difficult. And the Knicks score off the jump ball. They put it back up and in. Isaiah Hartenstein. 5:40 left to go. It's going to lead to a timeout taken on the floor by Steve Kerr of Golden State. Man, this has just been... Wow, what a brutal game tonight. Not even close and competitive in the second half. It's a 20-7 fourth quarter advantage in favor of the Knicks right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe before you sign off tonight. Next stream will be on Christmas. Feel free to join in. I plan on covering the Celtics against Bucks on Christmas and then one other game to be determined, so feel free to join in on Christmas Day coming up on Sunday. And happy holidays to you guys out there as well. Quick update right now throughout the scores of the NBA at this moment. Chicago leading Miami 103-89. Down to the final 4.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The Bulls trying to look for their 12th victory this season. It looks to appear to be that way. Wizards leading the Suns right now 34-32. Washington with 10 straight losses in a row. Hey, I'll see you there, Alex. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Wow, so Olivier Maxis Prosper and also Tyler Kolek both falling out from Marquette. Wow. Yeah, that game's in double overtime right now. Marquette leading at Providence by 1, 93-92 with under 3 minutes left to play. Jill, welcome in. Hopefully your Dub's able to turn it around. So right now they're out of the play-in picture right now. And the Lakers are quickly right behind. The Lakers only 1.5 games behind entering today to Golden State. Golden State came in. Them and Dallas were tied for the 10th place team. Right now, Dallas has that spot in there. So Dallas at number 10, Golden State at 11. But both of them got the same record, 15-16. It's actually pretty tight in the play-in standings. That's the thing. Like, there's no runaway team out in the West right now. Like, those standings keep on moving constantly. Memphis, Denver, Phoenix, Pelicans, like, first place constantly winning the top 4 right now. Sacramento still holds the spot at number 6. So for, like, any of those teams, honestly, it's not like a lost season at this rate because everybody's competing, especially with a play-in. Right now with Houston even. Houston is only 5.5 spots out of the play-in for the Rockets. What we could see, like you play well throughout the course of the week, things could change in your favor, and that could be very well. Orlando is a good testament for that. Orlando, I'm a Celtics fan if you guys didn't know. The Magic swept my Celtics twice last week. So the Magic, at one point, like a week ago, they were 5-20. Now they're 11-21. For Orlando. So things have gone back on the right track, going on the right track for a really young team. And the Raptors are the final team in the play-in right now. They've lost 6 straight games in a row, and the Magic are only 2.5 games back behind Toronto. Missed jumper by Golden State as Hartenstein comes up with a defensive rebound under 5 minutes left to play. Quickly push it to the outside, up fake, corner 3. It's good by New York. They keep on adding to the total. New players coming up with points today in this game, as that is number 17, Mikkel Luke, who drills it. 4.5 left to go in the fourth. 3-point shot right back as Golden State able to knock it down by Kuminga. Hartenstein around the outside. Moves it over to McBride. McBride at the elbow, passes corner 3 quickly. Missed off the rim, offensive rebound. Oh, with a dunk poster. Isaiah Hartenstein with a putback right over James Wiseman with a two-handed flush. Get your hand out of there if you were Wiseman, as Hartenstein with a big putback right over him as we're down to the final 4 minutes. Kuminga over to Pat Baldwin Jr. Corner 3 by Ryan Rollins, the rookie out of Toledo. Patrick Baldwin Jr. also out on the floor for the rookie from Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Quickly moves it on top. Hartenstein passes to a wide open cutting McBride. Hesitated instead of scoring an open layup. Baseline dribble quickly. Swings it over to Sims. Sims gets called on the turnover. It's going to go back to Golden State. Wild, man. Wild. I got, 98-98 with 1:25 left to go. Man, Bryce Hopkins having like a video game stat line for him. 27 points, 21 rebounds for Providence against Marquette. Hartenstein moves it out to the corner. Sims saves it into the hands to Michaluk. 3 minutes left to go. Michaluk, crossover, step back, or he's going to pass it out to the wing. 3 on its way, open. That is good. Everybody's scoring tonight for the Knicks. It's number 51, Ryan Arcidiacono, who just drilled a 3. This will be New York's first win against Golden State in its 9th try, dating back to 2014 at home. The Knicks came in today losing 8 straight games at Madison Square against Golden State. 3 skipped around the rim and out. Rebound control by the Warriors. We got 2:30 left to go. Siegel, welcome on back in, man. This has been a demolition tonight, New York. Stand up in a big way. Right through the pipe. It will go for the 3 ball by Golden State. Final 2 minutes now. McBride out to the corner. 3. Catching the fire. Hartenstein missed off the back rim. Moses Moody defensive rebounds. Here goes Moody. Bounce pass over to Pat Baldwin. Rises for the jumper. No good off the front rim, and a rebound controlled by McBride here for New York. New York going on an 8-game winning streak now. That is the largest winning streak since 2014. McBride lobs it over to Hartenstein. Bounce pass to a cutter. McBride backdoor scores up and through for 2. 130 burger on the board. As we're down to the final minute, 20 left to go. Kuminga with 8 on the shot clock. Off to Moody. Moody at the corner. Crossover. Moody outside to Pat Baldwin. Has to launch one up. And they will wave it off. Shot clock violation. They'll go back to the Knicks with 1:08 remaining in New York. Impressive tonight as they've been able to rise with a trio. Randall, Brunson, and Barrett. Jalen Brunson, number 2, scored tonight with 21 points. It was off the bench where they did the most damage with the top scorer tonight. Emmanuel Quickly, 22 points, 5 for 6 from 3-point range in a 23-minute clip. And Golden State's horrendous on the road defensively this season, allowing opponents to average 122 points per game. Tonight, the Knicks surpassing that with 130 in the final minute. Michaluk at the free throw line. First one is good. Golden State comes back home on Christmas and looking for a much better game tomorrow against the Nets in that one before they head back home hosting Memphis, which Memphis now the top team out in the Western Conference. So they will see if Golden State can start to get back on track, going back to their home floor where they've been great this season at home. Ryan Rollins, 38 seconds left to go. Stumbles in the key, lost the ball, turnover into the hands to Hardenstein. What a game tonight by the Knicks. This is their first victory at home against Golden State since 2014. As they stand up here at MSG. Standing ovation for this team who has dug itself out. At one point, not even in the Eastern Conference play-in standings from 3 weeks ago. They have dug themselves up from around 12th up to 6th now in the Eastern Conference on an 8-game winning streak for the New York Knicks. This game goes final. New York picks up the W. Really lopsided in this game tonight. 132 to 94 the final score. Multiple players double figures. They had 6 for New York tonight, with Emmanuel quickly leading the way with 22 in this matchup. Jordan Poole did as much as possible, finished with 26 for Golden State, but you need Klay Thompson to go out, get you at least 30 in this type of game tonight if you want to have a chance. And they allowed 132. It's just been tough for Golden State with their defense just not showing up in these road games this season. Siegel, thanks so much for the dono, brother. You're the legend on the stream. Let's get that dono hype out for Siegel here. Next stream, I'll be back on Christmas. Feel free to join in. I know definitely I'll be covering Celtics against Bucks on Christmas Day. And then one other game to be determined on Christmas Day. I'll have a poll out in the community tab tomorrow for which one that you'd be interested in voting for. I'll have 3 options to choose from between Sixers, Knicks at noontime. The 2:30 p.m. games, Lakers against Mavs, and then the 8 p.m. game is Warriors hosting the Grizzlies, which Memphis now is number 1 at the moment in the West. Also upcoming, new scoreboard being released on Christmas Day. Feel free to make sure to join in for the new scoreboard launch, as we'll have a different type of scoreboard upcoming for Christmas Day here to start off those streams and further beyond. I'm going to close out before I do wrap up to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams here. We got Jason, Rajip, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Jess, Ahino Josa, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Michael Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Siegel, Woo Pig, Ian, Oink Oink, and Emmanuel. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the stream tonight. Unfortunately, not so close for this one. New York, no problem winning at home against Golden State, 132 to 94. The final score. New York on the upswing, 8 straight games in a row. The Knicks at 1. Golden State searching for a ton of answers without Steph Curry for most likely 2+ weeks, approximately to a month most likely for Curry. Thanks so much everybody for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, everyone.